understand the weak places of our life. Hello guys, welcome here in my Lifejourney channel, and today's share is about understanding our life situation. Each and every one of us has weak places in our life. I am sharing this with you today guys because life is not perfect. Each and every one of us have different kinds of challenges we have to face in our life. And how can we really understand the weak places in our life? To understand that guys, again, I've been mentioning to you many times before that we have to know ourselves. We have to dig into our inner self and understand really who we are. It is very important guys, when you love yourself, you know yourself, and you know how to handle yourself when it comes to this matter. We must understand that each and every one of us have strong side of a person, and there is also a weak side of our personality. To understand the weak places of our life guys, it is very important that you have to honor yourself, you have to love yourself, you have to consider who you really are, understanding your own weaknesses. Yes, we have to understand our own weaknesses because each and every one of us have different kinds of personality, have different kinds of attitude, and it affects our character, how we handle the things in life. We have to understand that we have bad days and we have good days, and it is normal. Maybe some of us is so strict to ourselves, we don't like it. Even myself, I can see I don't like the weak places of my life. Your weaknesses is really your strength. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed. We feel not good with ourselves. We don't like it, that feelings, because we are not content of ourselves. Our behavior is not on a proper way, and that is a part of our personality. It is a part of our character. And sometimes we have to face that. We have to learn that is our life. But it can be changed. To change that guys, we have to acknowledge those weak places in our life. Your weak behavior. Not all the time we are strong guys. We have to admit that not all the time we are strong and courageous. Of course, I am encouraging you many times to be strong and courageous. It is important because we need the strength to keep on going with our life daily. Yes, but at the same time, we cannot develop our strong side of a person. We cannot develop the strong places in our life when we cannot acknowledge first and understand our weak places of our personality, our weak places in our life. We have to understand that. We have to acknowledge that. As the book says, embrace the weak places in your life. To develop a strong character, to develop a good positive mental attitude, you have to acknowledge the weak places in your life. It is what it is, but that is the foundation to have a strong personality, to have a strong positive attitude. It is very important that we can acknowledge it. We have to embrace it, whether we like it or not, because it is a part of who we really are as a person. So guys, as I am sharing this with you, really I have to take a moment with myself, thinking I have also my own weaknesses. I have also this weak places of my character, of myself, that sometimes I don't like it. But you are who you are. Remember, God created you amazingly great. And I am sharing this with you. Why? To remind you that you are such a unique person. God created you amazingly beautiful. And there's no other like you. Remember that. There's no other like you. And you have to understand that with yourself. We have to face both sides, the strong side of who we are as a person and the weak side of who we are as a person. We have to understand that. We have to embrace who we really are, whether we like it or not, because if we cannot do that, we cannot move forward and develop the strong side of our personality. Many times we are frustrated of ourselves because we are behaving the things which we cannot control, and of course we don't like it. But guys, remember first that you are an amazing person. God made you in an amazingly great human being. Therefore guys, I am sharing this with you, that we have to acknowledge that God loves us. God has unfailing love to us. Therefore, He created us human being. Of course, there's a choice to make when we are going to develop our strong side of a person, acknowledging the weak places in our life. Yes, we must go to God. We must confess to God. We must talk to God what we are struggling at this very moment. As I am doing this every day, guys, to be honest, I need to talk with God. I have to ask Him to release the struggles in my heart, release the offenses and wrongs what other done to me. We must choose forgiveness. We must choose peace. We must choose to let the struggles and heartaches go. To develop the strong side of our personality, guys, it is very important that we have to acknowledge and understand the weak places in our life. We must believe that He is with us. We must believe that He is our vindicator, knowing that He loves us and cares for us. As He said in Psalms 31:7 in the scripture, I will be glad and rejoice in your unfailing love, for you have seen my troubles and you care about the anguish of my soul. Yes, that's God said in the scripture. We must always remember His unfailing love to us. And we must give Him the thanks and gratitude and invite Him into our life. Invite into the weak places of our life. We have to ask Him to be with us every day, because He is the one who can turn them into strengths. Our weak places in our life, God can turn it around into a strength, into a strong side of our personality. It is very important that we must acknowledge Him, thanking Him for working in our life and filling our life with faith and expectancy with His love. Guys, it is very important that we must fill our heart and with faith, for He is there for us. He is a rewarder, but we are going to do the actions. We are going to work with ourselves. We must choose to put trust in Him, knowing that He has a blessing to each and every one of us, turning our weak places in our life into strength. For me guys, in my own situation, to understand the weak places of my life. Yes, I am only human. We can commit mistakes. It's normal that we have all these weaknesses. We are struggling every day. But I always share with you the scripture, what is written in the Bible, because God is with us. He is there with us. He's working behind the scenes for us. Therefore, I always read that is written in Psalms 37, that God has unfailing love to us. We must just believe in Him. We must trust in Him. We must surrender into Him. That what He is making us, those weak places in our life, it's hard to conquer. It's hard to work out sometimes. But if you can turn it to Him, believe in Him and ask Him to turn that weak places in our life into our strength, into our triumph. So don't take it negatively, guys, that we have these weak places in our life. Yes, of course, sometimes I feel discouraged because it's not really good when it comes to our character, especially if someone who loves us criticize us for our weaknesses. It's not really a good feeling. But remember guys, everything we can turn around when we have faith and believe in God, trusting it all onto Him, that He has an unfailing love to each and every one of us. As what I've been telling you many times, love is a very powerful thing. Love is the most important thing in our life to keep on going, and it really helps us to turn that negativity, to turn that weak places in our life into strength. I know it is not easy, guys, but guys, I am sharing this with you from my own reading, because that was the words that comforts me. That was the words that helps me when I feel sad because of these weak places in my life, which sometimes it's very difficult to handle, which sometimes I cannot bear it anymore. But guys, as the book says, we must embrace it. We must live with it, and we can turn that around into triumph and strength. Guys, thank you so much for listening. This is Yundel. Thank you so much for dropping here in my channel today. I am very, very grateful to each and every one of you supporting me here in my life journey. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all, and bye-bye.